Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
Good afternoon, everyone. The breaking news is from Detroit's West Side, where the clock is ticking to find this man, the key suspect in a murder. 3 people were shot and killed at a gas station on Detroit's West Side earlier this morning. And this is the scene right now where police are continuing to investigate. The shooting happened at the Sunoco gas station right on the corner of Finkel and Beaverland. And Local 4's Larry Spruill is following this story for us. And we have our first look at who police are looking for. And this story just continues to get more and more complicated.
More and more complicated indeed, Ron. The police just informed us that 4 people are now dead. The suspect is George Anthony Davis Jr. that he shot and killed 3 people here at this gas station just across the street, and then took off heading west. Now, this happened around 9 o'clock this morning, and as you can see, it's still a very active scene right now. Police have this area blocked off and are looking for that suspect. Right now, after he left the gas station, he went to a home nearby and shot somebody at that home. So right now we have 4 people dead and the shooter is still out there. Take a look at your screen. Police just sent me this picture of the suspect. His name is George Anthony Davis Jr. Police say he's 27 years old. Now take a good look at your screen again. This is a suspect police are looking for. We also have some video of the scene that we shot earlier. You can see several police officers out here walking around the gas station taking pictures of evidence markers. Now police say the suspect pulled up to this gas station driving a small silver sedan. He pulled up to the victim's SUV. Detectives tell me the suspect and the victim in the passenger seat have a child together and got into some type of argument when things got heated. Now, we do know the name of one of the victims. His name is Raphael Hall. I'm told he's a deacon at the Citadel of Praise Church nearby.
He pulls a firearm from his waistband and he fires into the van. Then he fires to the guy pumping the gas and he goes back to his vehicle. It appears that he either got another gun or he reloaded and came back and fired more into the vehicle as well as the young man that was on the ground.
But it's a shame that you can't go to the gas station that around the corner, well, behind your house where you've been living for the last 20 years and get gas and be safe.
Yeah, and I spoke with several family members out here. They are obviously upset, but once again, police are looking for that suspect, George Anthony Davis Jr. That's the suspect they're looking for. They say he is armed and dangerous, so if you see him, do not approach him. Just call police. We'll have more coming up tonight at 4 on Local 4. We're live on the West Side tonight. Larry Spruill, Local 4.
All right, Larry, thank you. Very troubling and very scary. Well, developing right now, Local 4 is following more threats and scares in local schools in the aftermath of that recent deadly Florida school shooting. Lakeshore High School is the very latest school in St. Clair Shores that was placed actually on lockdown this morning after a bullet was discovered inside of the school. School administrators are working with police with their investigation. We have learned that the lockdown has since been lifted. Meanwhile, in Monroe County, all of the buildings in the Milan Area Schools District were evacuated this morning because a bomb threat was emailed in. The district reports that the threat was received in an email. Classes at Milan High School, middle school, and 2 elementary schools have been canceled for the day. The Michigan State Police are working with local police and school administrators to investigate that threat. In addition to that, threats and suspicious events have prompted several school lockdowns and closings in recent weeks. On Friday, Berkeley High School was locked down after a bullet was found in that school. A soft lockdown was put in place on Friday at Plymouth Canton Educational Park after a rumor circulated about a gun in one of the schools. Lockdowns and investigations have taken place recently also in Pontiac, Lake Orion, Milford, South Lyon, and Garden City. Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard says that his department is taking zero tolerance towards any kind of threat seen as a direct threat to safety. A rainbow greeted teachers and staff returning to work today at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. Take a look at this scene here. The rainbow was visible through the palm trees above some of the many police cars that were outside of the school this morning. 12 days ago, a gunman opened fire inside of that school, taking the lives of 17 students and staff. Meanwhile, the investigation into what caused that fatal shooting continues, while Florida's governor is calling for an investigation into how authorities responded to the incident. Some say that they are calling for the suspension or removal of the Broward County Sheriff. However, the sheriff himself says that he has no plans to step down.
At this point, we have no reason to believe that anyone acted incorrectly or correctly. That's what an investigation is.
The Broward County Sheriff's Office reports that it received numerous calls related to confessed shooter Nikolas Cruz. According to police records, one of the calls was back in November, and it said that the teenager might be a, quote, school shooter in the making. Pretty chilling. New at noon, a warning for pet owners in Macomb County after a dog was poisoned with antifreeze. The hashtag Justice for Max quickly gained momentum on social media after a family lost their beloved dog over the weekend. The family says that someone threw several dog treats laced with antifreeze into their yard, and their dog Max got a hold of one and ate it and then passed away a short time later. If anyone has information or saw something suspicious, please contact Clinton Township Police. A preliminary court hearing is underway to determine if a former Detroit police officer will stand trial on charges of beating a man. Edward Hicks, who left the Detroit police and is now an officer in Washington State, is charged with assaulting Deontay Stewart back in August of 2016. Hicks testified today that he was walking at night when someone started chasing him. When he saw that it was a police officer, Hicks said that he got down on his stomach and put his hands behind his head.
Does the person say anything to you when he catches up to you?
The only thing he said was, "Why did you run?"
Okay. And what does he do? Describe specifically what he does.
He turned me over. He said, "Why did you run?" Then he turned me over and hit me in my face about 5 times.
Okay. All right. So you said
the preliminary hearing continues, and you can follow it and listen in. We have it live streaming on our website at clickondetroit.com. There is also a hearing going on today in Oakland County Circuit Court in the battle between former spouses over vaccinations for their young daughter. Lori Matheson does not want her daughter vaccinated, claiming vaccines can lead to autism and it's against her religious beliefs. Her husband, Michael Schmidt, wants the court to order the vaccinations. A pediatrician is testifying today on his behalf. Local 4 is following all the developments of the hearing and will keep you updated here and on clickondetroit.com. The United States Supreme Court this morning refused to get into the arguments over the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, more commonly known as DACA. 2 federal judges in separate rulings have said that the government must continue to accept renewal applications for DACA, even though President Trump has set March 5th as the end date for the program. The administration appealed to the Supreme Court, bypassing the federal appeals court. The Supreme Court today said that it assumes that the Court of Appeals will proceed expeditiously to decide the case. In Ypsilanti, Lincoln Consolidated Schools are closed today because too many bus drivers called in sick. The superintendent says that they are working out a plan for the rest of the week. Should more bus drivers call in sick, an announcement is expected sometime later this afternoon. So we'll keep you updated here and on clickondetroit.com as we learn new information. Take a look at this. You're looking at a sinkhole. There you see it, the road collapsing in Oakland County on Sunday. The hole started forming early Saturday morning and has caused all kinds of problems for the residents and families that live and use that road in Oxford. Crews continue to work around the clock to prevent any further damage.
Right now, all we're doing is trying to pump the water over the road to manage the water. Everything's flooded right now. We have 3 6-inch pumps running. They're setting up an 8-inch pump, and there's a 12-inch pump on the way.
Officials say that the backup is what caused the sinkhole to form in the first place. As for how long that road will remain closed and any timetable for the repairs, the crews say that it's just too soon to provide that. So they'll keep us updated, and we'll keep you updated as well as we learn more. Meanwhile, it does help that we haven't seen any rain around here. Beautiful start to the day with temperatures on the mild side as we take a live look at Romulus, Detroit, and Mount Clemens. Everybody's seeing sunshine and blue skies, Brandon.
Wall to wall in the forecast today and tomorrow. How about 40s all around? 47 at Metro, 46 Ann Arbor, Pontiac at 43, Lapeer at 44, 46 in Mount Clemens. The winds tolerable. We're anywhere between 5 and 12 miles an hour, basically from the southwest, and they get stronger tomorrow. But we enjoy wall-to-wall sunshine today, near 50 by 2 o'clock and a high of 51 with your wall-to-wall sunshine. We've got near 60, we've got rain, and we've got a change coming, and I'll give you the details of all of that coming up.
All right, Brandon, thank you. Still to come, North Korea may be open to diplomatic talks with the United States, how this development may come to fruition. And also ahead, more fallout for Harvey Weinstein. What is happening to his former film studio? And we continue to follow the breaking news from Detroit's west side, where the search continues. A manhunt underway for George Anthony Davis Jr. Hopefully we can show you that picture again. He is accused of shooting and killing 3 people at a gas station. One of the victims has been identified as Raphael Hall, a deacon at Citadel of Praise Church in Detroit. His daughter was also a victim. Sources say that the shooting is connected to another deadly shooting on Faust Avenue. Again, we'll get that picture for you. You can also find it on clickondetroit.com. Right. Welcome back, everybody. Harvey Weinstein's former film studio will file for bankruptcy. The Weinstein Company was close to a $500 million deal with investors a few weeks ago, but that deal came to a complete halt after the New York Attorney General's office filed a lawsuit claiming that the company covered up sexual harassment claims against Weinstein. Since then, investors have refused to provide money to keep that company afloat. A North Korean envoy is making a rare trip to South Korea to say that his country is willing to open up talks with the United States. Both countries were on edge with extra security in place during the Olympics. However, nothing happened. North Korea sent a member of the first family, and the U.S. delegation sent the vice president and Ivanka Trump. Now, this sports diplomacy might lead to real diplomacy. The South Korean president says that he has said the North Koreans are open to talks with the United States. The White House has said that they are open to dialogue as long as it leads to the denuclearization of North Korea. The formal mourning continues for famed evangelist Billy Graham, who died last week at the age of 99. The public is today able to honor Graham as his body lies in repose at his childhood home in Charlotte, North Carolina. Later this week, the body will be taken to the rotunda of the U.S. Capitol in Washington. Funeral services are going to be held on Friday. Still to come, a look at the weather. Brandon, are we going to get close to 60 this week?
I think some of you will exceed 60 degrees this week. We'll take it. You see the warm air coming up from the south, and that's what we have. But looking long term, some changes, maybe heading back to winter for a spell.
And the manhunt continues for the man that you are about to see. He's responsible, police say, for shooting and killing 4 people. His name is George Anthony Davis Jr. He's accused of shooting and killing 3 people at a gas station on Detroit's west side in Finkel. One of the victims has been identified as Raphael Hall, a deacon at Citadel of Praise Church in Detroit, along with his daughter, who was also a victim. Sources say that the shooting is in connection to another deadly shooting where a 4th person was killed on Faust Avenue.
Little Lorette.
All right, trying to adjust my weather maps here, get you set on a Monday that normally we'd be a little depressed about, but instead we are excited about the next few days of weather around here, like Lunan Maria. She shares this picture of her garden. Is this a sign of spring? She says the shoots are showing up, a little stem with some appendages, and you see some other stuff growing back there. We want to see what's happening in your yard. Let us know. Local 4 Storm Pins. Thank you, Luna Maria. For that one. Local 4 Storm Pins, a free app under WDIV. Unfortunately, it does look like maybe starting this time next week, a surge of colder air is coming in, so let us enjoy a beautiful few days, and really all week looks pretty good. 47 degrees, west-southwest winds are 10 miles an hour. Visibility is great. Bright blue skies. Don't forget the shades as you're heading out. 51, the afternoon high. Average is 38, so we're anywhere between 10 and 15 above that mark, and we could be closer to 20 to 25 degrees above average mañana. 32 degrees, clear and cool overnight, but not cold. Again, considering the climate average is in the low 20s as to where we should be. We're going to be closer to freezing early Tuesday morning. Still cool, but not a whole lot happening in the skies. Again, wall-to-wall sunshine today. High pressure just to our south doing a lot of favorable things for us. Starting to draw in warmer air from the south, and that clockwise flow around that high also suppressing some of the flooding and severe weather down south. Right now it's fairly light rain collecting, again, well south of us. Not here, not today, not tomorrow. Wednesday, a little bit of a different story. Thursday especially. But here's the model through your afternoon today into tomorrow, where it's more sunshine, a few more clouds coming in the afternoon ahead of some wet weather on Wednesday. Looks like midday rain showers, a little touch and go here, but for the most part, Thursday looks like a transition day. Spotty showers Wednesday, but before that, again, we're looking at probably several neighborhoods in the low 60s tomorrow. It will be a little windy. Wednesday, again, spotty midday showers, better chance for wet weather Thursday, and cooling as we head into the weekend.
Brandon, thank you. Well, this almost sounds too good to be true, but researchers believe that they may have found the ultimate pill for weight loss. They say it's already been proven to work on animals. Scientists at the University of Texas are developing a pill that would shrink the body mass of humans. Get rid of the fat. The pill is designed for patients whose weight puts them at risk for health complications, but who may not qualify for life-saving operations. The pill is currently under review for safety. Still to come, Dunkin' Donuts is rolling out some new coffee flavors. Why Girl Scout cookie fans are excited about this one.
Alt 106.
Welcome back, everybody. Our breaking news. The search continues for this man. If you see him, don't approach him. Just call police immediately. His name is George Anthony Davis Jr., and police believe he shot and killed 4 people, 3 at this gas station on Detroit's west side. The victims have been identified as Raphael Hall, a deacon at Citadel of Praise Church in Detroit, and his daughter was also a victim. Sources say that the shooting is connected to another deadly shooting on Faust Avenue. And switching gears here, finally, Dunkin' Donuts. Always nice to talk about donuts. And apparently they're rolling out some new coffee flavors. The chain is celebrating the return of Girl Scout cookie season with 3 new cookie flavored coffees.
Ooh, you can now quench your thirst with cookie cravings like Thin Mint, Coconut Caramel, which are basically Samoas, right? And peanut butter or do-si-do cookie flavors.
No tag-along flavor? That's my favorite. The new flavors can be added to any regular coffee and are available starting today through May.
Which are the tag-alongs?
The tag-alongs are chocolate covered, and then they have a layer of peanut butter and a little cookie in the middle.
What? Okay.
I've been eating them all weekend. Thanks, Girl Scouts. And the trefoils, they go good with coffee.
Those are my favorite.
Yeah. Have a good day, everybody.
Buttery.
Oh, yeah.